Dr. Jen is back, and this one kind of blew my mind a bit. There's actually a benefit to being on your period.
Yeah, well, depending, right, in some cases. But before we get to this study, let me set it up for you. You know, in a lot of women, they will subjectively note that when they are on their period, they are mentally slower and physically slower, right? I mean, depending on their symptoms. So it was formally studied, and it's particularly interesting amongst athletes, but really for anyone. They studied men and women, 2 weeks apart, questionnaire and tasks, cognitive tasks. And what they found is that women who were having their period actually performed better on cognitive testing, certainly than they thought they did, and in comparison to their own testing 2 weeks prior. There was no difference between, by the way men and women performed on these tests. But I think what's really interesting is when you talk about the physical and mental symptoms that go along with a woman's period, so often they will say, I'm just feeling tired, or I'm feeling physically not at my best, or mentally not at my best. And according to this study, that might not actually be true. There might be a disconnect between how they feel they're doing and how they're actually doing, which is very interesting.
So overall, how can men help? How can we support?
Well, look, I think that you should, number one, realize that just like for men, there's no one size fits all. So you should talk to women about what their experiences are. And then when you talk about employers, coaches, anyone who's dealing with women, this opens up a whole new realm of behavioral science and practical science that actually there might be some advantages that even women might not be aware of. So yeah, you're right, Eva, it might not be all bad.
Start the conversation.
That's right.